guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have the Devouring Grey by Christine, Lynn, Herman. So I got this book because I was really intrigued because I was watching a YouTube video of the guy who played Mason in Wizard of Waverly Place and the girl who plays Clary in the Shadowhunters, the series. She and him and I can't remember his other, what was his friend's name? They are doing a movie or something against this book as well, with this book, and I was like, okay, I need to read this book now and see what it's like. And oh my god, I read it and I loved it. I got the second book as well, which is going to be up next, and well, you see them both together. But this book, oh my god, yes. Deep in the woods, a secret lurks. So this paperback, I got literally like £7 and it's sprayed edges. Look at those sprayed edges. So here we go. On the edge of the town as a beast haunts the woods. Trapped in the grey is Bond's lucidity. Uprooted from the city, Violet Saunders doesn't have much hope of fitting in at her new school in Fourth Paths. A town almost buried in the woodlands of rural New York. The fact that she's descendants from one of the town's founders doesn't much help either. Her new neighbours treats her with distant respect and something very like fear when she meets Justin, May, Isaac and Harper, all children of the founding families, and sees the ugly world distraction they wreak. She starts to wonder if the townfolk are right to be afraid. When the bodies start to appear in the woods, the locals become downright hostile. Can teenagers solve the mystery of the Fourth Paths and their own part in it before another calamity strikes? I love mysteries, and this book was a deep dive into it, guys. I enjoyed it so much. Loved it. So, ready? Let's go. After the death of her sister, 17-year-old Violet Saunders finds herself dragged to the Fourth Path, New York. Violet may be a newcomer, but she soon learns her mother isn't. They belong to one of the reverend founding families of the town, where stone bells hang above every doorway and danger lurks in the depths of the woods. Justin Hawthorne's bloodline has protected Fourth Path for generations. From a grey, a lifelike dimension that imprisons a brutal monster. After Justin fails to inherit his family's powers, his mother is determined to keep this humiliation a secret. But Justin can't let it go to the future he was promised and the town he swore to protect. Ever since Harper Carlyle's lost her hand to an accident that left her stranded in the graves for days, she has vowed revenge on the person who abandoned her, Justin Hawthorne. There are ripples of the distance in Four Paths, and Harper seizes an opportunity to take down the Hawthorns and change her destiny. To what extent, even she doesn't know yet. The grey is growing stronger every day, and its victims are piling up. When Violet accidentally unleashes the monster, all three must band together with the other founders to unearth the dark truths behind their family's abilities before the grey devours them all. This is a book, if you like Stranger Things. I've watched Stranger Things, but I wasn't a big fan of that. I haven't read the Raven Boys, but I love the Riverdale. It definitely gives you the whole kind of exposure to that, and the understatement to it definitely gives you that as well. I was literally, by the end of page 1, I was hooked to it. I literally I had to keep reading it. I did not want to put the book down, and literally I was like, yes, please. So these guys are trying to find out what happened, trying to save their area, their place, and it kind of gives me like almost like when I said Riverdale, I was like, yeah, you could definitely kind of like from the book, the colours kind of give me the Riverdale vibes of the Shake place, and the mysteries going on to find out what's happening. The Devouring Grey just kind of gives me like, oh, okay, that's creepy. And to find out more what's happening in this book was definitely intriguing to see what was coming up, and I'm really happy with it. So from this book to the next book, which is the Deck of Omens, which I will come in up next, which is going to show you. But this book was definitely good to read. If you have not read this book yet, guys, and you want something kind of like a creepy but good atmosphere book, and glow kind of fantasy ones, read this, because this is a good book, not fantasy, kind of a mystery book. Read it, guys. It was really good. Excellent. Then let's show you. Let's go to the Deck of Omens, because it was good. Thank you. Bye. And here is the Deck of Omens, guys. So this is the second book. It's the roots that really matters. So this is another mystery, another to the book, and I'm in love. So this book is also in paperback, and also it's got blue sprayed edges, which I got cheap. Like normally when you see blue, like sprayed edges, you're like, oh, they're gonna be expensive. No, it literally cost me like £5. So you do not want to miss this stunning haunting tale. Oh, I did not want it. I just had to read it straight away. The beast subdued, the town of the Four Paths discovers a new threat, a corruption seeping in from the grey, poisoning the roots of the town and its people. Only May Hawthwood realises the danger, forced to watch as her visions become reality. Meanwhile, the town is riven by change. Harper is learned to control her newfound powers and how to forgive after devastating betrayals. Isaac Sullivan, oldest brother Gabriel, has returned after years away. Violet Saunders has found her place, and Justin and May's father has finally come home. With the veil between the grey and the town growing even thinner, and the founding families all returning to their roots, the time has finally come to settle against ancient grudges, to kill the corruption and stop the beast once for all. But more than one kind of beast preys the Four Path. So when it says founding families, it just kind of reminds me of like the Vampire Diaries almost, as it keeps popping up. I thought I just saw something, but yeah. This book, if you love mysteries, guys, read the book, okay? It's a good book to read. I did not expect to read this at the both books, but when I heard that someone was going to do a movie at this, I was like, I need to read this now. And I don't know if it's coming a movie or series or whatever, but I was intrigued to the books, and I went, yes, please. I want to read that now. So I have. I read them now, and they were good. Amazing, guys. So this is, through the beast is seemingly seduced for now. A new threat is looming for the Four Paths, a corruption seeping from the blaze, where the other founders preoccupied by their tangled alliances and frayed relationships, only May seem to realise is the danger. But saving the town she loves means seeking aid from the person her family despises most. Her and Justin's father. May's father isn't the only newcomer in the town. Isaac Sullivan, oldest brother, has also returned, seeking forgiveness for the role he played in Isaac's troubled past. I love the name Isaac, by the way, just to get it out there. But Isaac isn't ready to let go of his family history, especially when that history might hold the key to when he and Violet Saunders need to destroy the Grey and the monster within it. Harper isn't ready to forgive either. Two devastating betrayals have left her isolated from her family and uncertain who to trust. As the possible corruption becomes impossible to ignore, Harper must learn to control her newfound powers in order to protect Four Paths. And the only people who can help her do that are the ones who hurt her the most. With the veil between the Grey and the town growing thinner, all the founders' descendants must put their grievance to one side, decide to stop the corruption and kill the beast once for all. But maybe the monster they truly need to slay has never been the beast. What does that mean? I'm not going to tell him because, this book was so good though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there a third book came out of this, to be honest. I don't know if there is, but yeah. Let's just say that. I have no other words, just all I've got to say is, if you like mystery books, go for this. Definitely something you wish to go for. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for when the next book comes out. Bye.